Then Lita lost her child because of a baby punting toe-sucking freak.
Verbally abuses Shalom. Snitting runs off. Oh, what a shot.
I'm sorry, bro. I shouldn't be laughing, but what the fuck was that?
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Ross back at it again with another video. So we're gonna check out 10 most desperate things WWE ever did for ratings. Now, don't get it twisted. WWE has done some interesting things to boost up the ratings for whatever particular moment. If they felt like the ratings were pretty low, they would do certain things, whether it's try to bring back a nostalgia act into boosting up ratings, or try to, do some things to get some fan engagements. For example, I don't know if you guys remember the whole, I think it was right around, I want to say maybe it had to be like 2009, maybe 2009, 2010-ish, in that realm, and I correct me if I'm wrong, but they were doing the money giveaway. Vince McMahon would appear on the show, and he would give someone that would call in, if they were able to get through, that was watching a show, he basically would be giving out money, if you guys remember that time period. So that was a way to boost up ratings, because if you wanted to win some money from Vince McMahon, you had to be watching the show. So that was one thing that they would do. And there's other times that they've done some stuff to really boost the ratings. I wonder if that's going to be on here. I want to see if they're going to actually have that on this list. But I appreciate all the love, support. Let's get right into it, man.
1, 2. Is this on?
There's been plenty of times where WWE have gone to desperate measures to try and boost ratings.
That definitely
from
did.
salacious angles to ridiculous concepts.
What sick freak thought of that?
Don't regret that at all.
Of course.
Back on that one, Katie Vick, I liked it.
And storylines
Of course
for
you did.
exploiting real-life tragedy.
I did say to Vince, please don't ask me about drugs or anything like that, because I do not exactly know why he died yet.
But this video will highlight a host of examples, including one at the end that thankfully never made it to air. Today we look at 10 desperate ways WWE
blew
tried to
himself
increase
up.
low ratings. Up until probably 2018 and definitely 2019, the guest host era in 2009 was probably the worst year of Raw in WWE history. At least
Horrible.
the awful Raws from back in the mid-90s were only an hour long. The 2009 celebrity host may have had a few guest stars who worked well.
Christina.
That's childish, bro.
First of all, nobody. The man talks. He's actually speaking. What did you say?
Fresh cut grass.
Wait, what was that?
Oh, you're lovely.
What? But there were so many terrible ones, it made wrestling seem second-rate when it wasn't a big-name hosting, since WWE would bend over backwards for anyone with stardom.
To challenge young people on education, to try to get them to read, try to get them in, get the dropout rates down.
Brian Gewirtz revealed all in his book, saying how the guest hosts were brought in because the authority figure role had been so overdone. Gewirtz's idea was to have legends come in and host, while Stephanie McMahon suggested celebrities. Then, thinking of the possible ratings and exposure, Vince...
I get it. You're trying to get people to check out the show, so we're going to have Snoop Dogg, we're going to have this person, we're going to have that person, and some of them worked, but a lot of times it took away from the show. I mean, honestly, if you focused on just making a good product, a good show, that would ultimately help. But during this time of, WWE programming, it was so shallow. It was just, we're just going to throw a celebrity out there that's going to get people to watch. No, it didn't really help, to be honest with you.
decided celebrities would host every week.
That gives me more time to get busy with your daughter.
Each week, the company now had to deal with agents, publicists, and celebrities who had little knowledge of WWE.
We will ban you from the Summerfest.
He'll be banned from SummerSlam is what you're saying.
SummerSlam out!
This was a headache for the writers, since the celebrity and their PR would often try to change segments or suggest things for them to do. Plus, we all know how much Vince used to chop and change everything to the last minute anyway.
I'll knock you on your billionaires.
Like, I just peeped what Vince was
Plus, we all
doing
know
there.
how much Vince used to chop and change everything
Yeah.
to the last minute anyway.
I'll knock you on your billionaires' butt.
And what's crazy? Just think about the time we're living in. He's president. That's crazy, bro. A guy that was featured on WWE television took a Stone Cold stunner from Stone Cold himself at WrestleMania 23 is actually our president. I believe, I'm pretty sure he's the only president to ever receive a Stone Cold stunner, bro. A wrestling move. What a time. You can't make that up, bro.
The whole thing was one big recipe for chaos, and it showed on TV, since the majority of the hosts, their segments, or God forbid their matches, were downright brutal.
Ow! Ah, something bit me! What?
The craziest thing about the guest host era is that it actually worked as a device for increasing ratings.
Chavo trying once again to take him down, but Hatton able to maintain.
Oh! Whoa! Lightning fast
Jesus,
right
he
hand.
legit hit him, bro.
Oh, vintage Tyson! Oh my God!
2009 remains the final year to this day where Raw's TV ratings in terms of total viewers actually went up compared to the previous year.
That's actually, so I was wrong. I didn't think people was watching this because I barely was watching. I had stopped. I was like, all right, bro, I'm checking out. I am very surprised. Very surprised. I stand corrected here. I did not know. Didn't know. I really thought the shows were losing audience, but I guess it was working. Don't know how, but it was working. That's crazy. I was wrong on that, y'all.
Though they went back down again when the anonymous Raw general manager took over from the guest host in June 2010. The guest host roles epitomized how desperate the WWE have always been for celebrity acknowledgement. Sure, there have been plenty of occasions where such integration worked well in years gone by, but 2009 and 10 is a prime example of where it went wrong. But let's now look at some more infamous examples of celebrities on Raw that took place after the guest host era.
Hosby E's nuts.
Can't say that on TV. Yeah, it's a thing.
Get your little show off of my stage before you suffer yet another divorce.
No, afraid I can't make the family reunion this year.
Hey, Snooki, how do you like this situation? Woo, woo, woo.
You will agree with me that I am the hottest WWE diva.
So cringe.
Some of these skits may be slightly amusing in hindsight.
Could we talk about this?
Well, you know, Big Snoop, you know better than anybody.
Oh my
What's
God.
this brother smoking over here?
Man. It's crazy. That's all I can say.
Down.
What's up?
Yeah, what? What?
Well, he is the lunatic prince. Beat that nigga ass.
Bro, I forgot. Beat that nigga ass is what I actually remember this. I actually do remember this. Watching this live, the Ball brothers, the LaMelo and them, LeVar Ball, they were pushing that. Oh, this is he definitely forgot where he was. Beat that nigga ass. Whoa, you can't say that, bro. Beat that nigga ass.
But in the grand scheme of the show, we could have done without them. These segments were especially ridiculous when they would involve physicality.
What's the plan?
Oh, hey, what's the plan? Oh, what's the plan? Stewart went low at Rollins. The great Khali will do. The Punjabi Playboy. Oh, no. Oh.
you might be a guest here, right?
Yo, what's going on out here?
I'm here to return the favor.
We mentioned 09, 2018, and 19 as 3 of Raw's worst years in our
And when you really think about it, they're making obviously their jobbers look like complete other buffoons and idiots at the expense of the celebrity, because the celebrity can't be going out there looking stupid. So we're going to make our own employees go out there and look stupid. All to get a rating boost.
Entry. But 2017 is definitely up there too. One of the stories that completely missed the mark that year was Kurt Angle having an illegitimate son. This was hyped for weeks before the son was finally revealed to be Jason Jordan. Fans saw through the storyline because it was just too phony to buy into, as the rating slump continued. Plus, the story itself was poorly executed. Kurt was often made to look like a fool trying to protect his son from getting into danger, but ultimately failing to do so.
What? Huh? You don't think I'll find you? You don't think I'll find you? I'll say it. Oh, you want me? You want me to know you got me?
Oh, no. God! Triple H with a pedigree to Jason Jordan!
Meanwhile, Jordan began to lose credibility, becoming a character wrestlers and fans groaned at whenever he appeared. Then you had Booker T on commentary burying Jason every week.
I don't think if it wasn't for Kurt Angle, this young man's dad, he would be in this position right now.
But wait a minute, Booker.
You gotta back your partner up. I don't blame Seth Rollins for that, but this kid needs to learn something.
Blame anyone. This is Booker's fault.
Look at the nerves. I can see the nerves all over this kid.
What nerves?
I don't know why they split them up. They shouldn't have split up him and Chad Gable, bro. You could have had them work the tag team scene for as long as possible, bro. They were a good tag team. They were great in NXT. I get it. Vanilla, not too much going for them, but the thing that was working for them at least was the wrestling to build up your tag team. I'm glad he is I believe he's a producer now. You see him a lot of time now in the pull apart brawls, but I'm glad that he is still with the company. He's able to do something, to aid in, the wrestlers that are there and working now. So I think that's actually pretty awesome. But yeah, this was dead on arrival.
Booker, he looks confident.
This Jordan kid, he don't respect this business. He don't respect anyone in it. Come on, Corey.
Booker, double team. Talking about.
Even though it was something different, the whole angle was just bad.
Okay? He can't talk.
Damn it, go home. Go.
It was meant to lead to Jordan wrestling Kurt at WrestleMania after we would have presumably learned that the illegitimate son story was all a ruse. But it never got to that point because Jason suffered a career-ending neck injury at the start of 2018. From 2018 onward, WWE began to do more shows bringing back legends, sometimes 2 a year. The company had done plenty of good reunion shows in the past, but by this point with the creative being so bad, these episodes were usually nothing special. They were essentially lazy ratings grabs, lacking in creativity. The legends were brought back to simply show their face in a random segment or backstage skit and not much else.
I'm the boogeyman, and I'm coming to get you.
I remember this Monday Night Raw.
Really good. Gonna get him some. Man.
A few of the bigger names would do promos in front of the live crowd.
What are you doing out here?
I always wanted to be in DX.
If you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you.
We gotta take this thing home. They count me down. We gotta go home. Cheers, everybody.
Hey, here's the thing. For the nostalgia vibe, sure, it's a good time. It gives a slight rating boost, but it didn't fix the overall issue. Because on that next Monday Night Raw, those people that were watching for the legends, they're not watching no more. For people in attendance, that's awesome. That's a great moment. For people at home, that's awesome. Cool moment. That next week, Robin's ratings drop off a cliff because guess what? The nostalgia acts are not there no more. It was not sustainable.
But everyone else was relegated to a pointless cameo, like a 24/7 title skit or poker game.
Yup.
All of it? No, you can keep that. You earned it.
Some legends were also disrespected by those on the current roster during these shows.
I'm giving you a pass. Go! Get out of here! Get out of here!
on out of here, Mark.
Careful you don't hurt your neck again going through those ropes.
Fighting you would be like fighting my own dad, mate.
Kane and Lita's storyline in 2004 was one of the darkest storylines WWE ever did. It's crazy to think of some of the acts that took place in this story arc. The company kept trying to up the ante to stop the rating slide with this emotive storytelling approach. First, Kane stalked and kidnapped Lita. Then he won her services in a match. From there, he forcibly violated her, leading to impregnation.
That's what makes us such a cute couple.
Soon it was time for the wedding.
This is just all kinds of wild, bro. But the theme music's awesome. What's happening is just deplorable. I get it. I understand. Just, this is, how could Kane do this? Why would they tell a story like this? But guess what? That theme music, chef's kiss. I can excuse the horribleness in all of this because that theme music is so good.
Then Lita lost her child because of a baby punting toe-sucking freak.
Verbally abuse this young lady. Snitting runs off. Oh, what a shot.
I'm sorry, bro. I shouldn't be laughing, but what the fuck was that?
To you wasn't my fault.
Lita eventually began to act as though she liked Kane, until she finally turned on the Big Red Machine in favor of Edge. And yet somehow after all that, Kane was now a face and Lita was the heel, only in wrestling.
That's a man's wife. What the hell are you people thinking here? What the hell are you thinking?
Bro, we're supposed to forget that this nigga Kane tortured her essentially. Like, he forced her to do that. He forced her to be with him. Like, she was in an abusive, non-consensual relationship. And she ended up being the bad person in the end.
Pay for that someday.
Kane, I never loved you.
You know this.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Following the real passing of Brian Pillman due to a heart attack, Vince McMahon quickly went into damage control in a bid to end speculation on Brian's passing, while also attempting a tasteless ratings grab.
Approximately 5 o'clock Central Time, we here in the World Wrestling Federation were notified that Brian Pillman has passed away.
Vince wanted to ensure Brian's passing wasn't linked to the prescription medication issues. Vince did this by interviewing Brian's grieving widow, Melaine Pillman, live on Raw the day after the passing.
They're concerned about a possibility of a drug overdose, be it prescription or recreational.
Immediately, Vince's first question centered around the way Pillman passed, pointing to Brian's use of pain medication.
There's a great deal of speculation, obviously, when a 35-year-old man who is in competitive condition passes away. Can you please tell us, to end whatever speculation there may be, what can you tell us about what you have been told as far as Brian's death is concerned?
Apparently there was a problem with his heart.
You can see Melaine's body language instantly change and become annoyed at Vince's line of questioning. She was respectful with her answers, unlike the chairman was with his questions.
Brian, because of his injuries, has had to take a great deal of prescribed medicine. There's some speculation that he may have taken too much.
Yeah, that's
if in fact that is proven to be the case, which it is yet to be, is there anything that you would want to say to...
It just comes off as, I'm trying to protect myself and my company, and I don't want anyone to start really looking into things, thinking that, this is how our wrestlers get down. Which a lot of wrestlers were taking a lot of pain medicine, bro. Because at the end of the day, that's what the wrestling business was. You didn't really eat unless you was on the show. And if you got injured, that took bread off your table. Like, that took bread, from you providing for your family, for yourself. Because Vince would be quick to, all right, well, you're injured. I can't push you. I got to push somebody else. And it's hard for you to get back to that spot unless you're the top guy type stuff. Or one of the top guys. So, but the fact that he's kind of pushing that's definitely kind of, it's messed up. Ain't gonna hold you.
Aspiring athletes who do get hurt and have to resort to prescribed medication, painkillers.
The whole segment and everything surrounding it speaks to the type of person McMahon has always been. Vince will do anything for ratings and whatever it takes to control the public's thought process, so long as it's to his liking.
I did say to Vince, please don't ask me about drugs or anything like that because I do not exactly know why he died yet. Wish his mother was standing here so I could smack him because he swore he wouldn't say anything like leading down that direction until the death certificate came out.
Another seedy way the company exploited a passing for ratings occurred after Miss Elizabeth passed away in 2003. WWE did a tribute piece for her on their Confidential show, but they also advertised in advance that they would air the 911 call that preceded her passing on the broadcast. Liz had accidentally passed after mixing vodka with pain meds. Confidential broadcasted the call her partner Lex Luger made to authorities.
Okay, what I want you to do, I want you to go over and see if she's breathing. Lean down. Please send somebody here who knows what they're doing. Lean down and check to see if she's breathing. Look at her chest. See if it's rising.
This is cold-blooded.
They painted you in a bad light and they basically played your 911 call. I like, mocking way.
I'm sure they may have. I mean, I don't know.
Not only that, but the company also speculated on the cause of Elizabeth's passing when the details were not yet official.
Hours after the incident, investigators combing through Luger's 3-story townhouse said they discovered more than 1,000 illegal pills. At this point, we don't know if it's a suicide, we don't know if it's a natural death, and we don't know if it's a homicide.
The piece also aired on the May 15, 2003 SmackDown, but this version has since been edited off WWE streaming platforms. The whole thing faced much backlash from fans due to its exploitative and speculative nature. McMahon's $1 Million Mania.
Yeah, bro, that's kind of wild, bro. That's kind of wild to even play the phone call. That's wild. I didn't know that. That's fucking insane, bro.
Was a failed tactic to boost declining ratings, which Vince even admitted on air.
I'm going to give away the sum of $1 million.
Like I talked about at the beginning of the video, this was a thing.
$1.
I've given this a name. McMahon's $1 Million
I remember this.
It's all about the money.
The premise saw the chairman legitimately give away $1 million per show over multiple segments.
Mr. McMahon will be giving away $1 million.
It smells like money.
This occurred for 3 straight weeks in June 2008.
Congratulations, Sarah.
Okay, so it was in 2008. I was kind of off. I was off by 1 year. I was thinking like around 2009, but it was around 2008. But I remember this. I was just like, what the fuck? He's trying to get anybody to watch this shit. He giving away money? That's crazy.
Just won the sum of $2. Let's hear it for Sarah. In honor of Ric Flair being the 16-time World Heavyweight Champion, congratulations, Becky. You've won $16.
Fans had to register on WWE.com, where their phone numbers would then be selected at random and called by Vince live on Raw.
$200,000.
That's crazy.
Are you happy about that?
I got 2 words. If you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you, baby.
Hang on, whoa.
The problem was that not everyone answered, plus McMahon sometimes phoned the wrong number.
This is not going to work, I don't think.
Still not ringing.
Wrong number.
Oh.
This made for moments that were both awkward and funny.
1 second here.
Please leave a message for Ron.
Record your message.
Oh.
No. To send a numeric.
Hello, who is this?
Wrong number, I guess.
Imagine you calling, like imagine you registering and then someone calls and then you don't answer and you check out Monday Night Raw, because around this time you could still set things to record on your DVR, man. I'm showing my age, but basically some cable providers allowed you to record shows if you missed them. So say you missed it, forgot that you registered, watched Monday Night Raw at a later time, only to realize they called you and you missed out on $200K.
No, give the guy a minute. He's gonna answer.
Answer
your phone, you idiot.
$1 Million Mania ended after a screen fell on Vince. The chairman did this so he had a reason to be taken off television. There was no culprit. This was simply an accident. While in reality, it was a way to end the giveaways and write McMahon out of storylines.
Yep. I remember this. They sold this.
Don't move.
For all the times Vince tried to write himself off TV, there's been far more times where he put himself and the entire family on screen as a ratings device. Back in the day, it seemed like every few months there'd be some sort of McMahon family drama on the weekly shows.
Oh.
But it was working.
Listen up, you son
of a bitch.
I will never ever forgive your mother for giving birth to you. God's sake.
Shane's gonna look at it. And Triple H just knocked down Shane, her husband. Oh, she slapped her father.
Yep, she pushed her. Or she slapped her and
Stephanie struck her mother down.
she fell down.
I see two spoiled, ungrateful little rich bitches. That's what I say. I will strike down the face of defiance. I want a divorce. What? Oh my God! I said I want a divorce.
Either that or they were joining forces as heel authority figures.
It was me!
Son of a bitch! It's me, Austin!
The family was all over the product. Even after Shane had left and Vince didn't appear as often, Triple H and Stephanie would start every Raw with a 20-minute promo. It would turn out that the episodes where they didn't open the show actually drew lower ratings than the ones where they did. But this only lasted for so long.
Where would WWE be without a McMahon in charge? But you are a B.
It was working with the Daniel Bryan stuff. But it did get redundant. I'm not going to lie. Every single week it started up. Here goes the authority. Up. Here we go. Up. It worked until it just got redundant. Like I said, the Daniel Bryan stuff, I feel like it worked the best with, in my opinion, in certain situations.
Plus.
Guys like Jericho, Edge, Rob Van Dam. If any of those guys had been the face of the WWE, we'd all be working for Ted Turner right now. I hate to be the one to break it to you, but you never drew a dime, buddy.
You gonna cry like a baby?
Oh,
Is that what you're gonna do? I tell you what, you're gonna do nothing.
This
You
was
need to listen to
infuriating.
this.
Don't interrupt
Excuse me. You need
Don't
to
interrupt
listen to me.
When they don't get what they want, they cry about it. When they don't, you know. And if that doesn't work, me and my friend Mark, we're going to stop watching.
Nevertheless, the family drama continued when Shane returned in 2016. He was needed for that year's WrestleMania due to mounting talent injuries. He'd ultimately take over SmackDown, where his run as heel GM in 2008 was panned by the audience. They voted with their remotes by tuning out altogether.
The best in the...
It got bad, bro. I was like, oh my God. I never thought I was going to say, get him off my TV screen. I stopped watching SmackDown. Like, they were really touting this guy as the best wrestler in the world. It was stupid. If you guys remember that dumbass tournament, it was dumb. All of this was just hot garbage.
Meanwhile, over on Raw, it seemed like every year the show would break its all-time record for lowest rating. In December 2018, the McMahons even came out and did a segment apologizing for how dreadful Raw had been. But in 2019, it only got worse. Vince put himself back on TV promoting the wild card rule, where talent could move back and forth between Raw and SmackDown. There were so many failed experiments over the next 2 years to try and bring in viewers. Vince was never able to turn it around until he finished up in July 2022. Lastly, we have an example from WCW that's directly related to the WWF, but never actually materialized. But it's so ridiculous we just have to mention it. Vince Russo is famous for doing crazy angles to draw television ratings. He pretty much created this formula when it came to wrestling.
Touch me, brother. Get a shirt now. Oh, what? God almighty. She doesn't know. Look out. Oh, look. Wait a minute. Oh,
my God.
That's wild.
In WCW, Russo's creative contributed to burning that company to the ground. That's not to say this wasn't going to happen anyways, due to the behind-the-scenes mismanagement irrespective of Russo, but Russo's Crash TV certainly didn't help matters. Guy Evans' book Beyond Nitro illustrates this perfectly, including a WWF storyline Russo wanted to finish on WCW TV, which was revealed to Evans by a former member of WCW's creative team, the storyline being the Who Ran Over Stone Cold saga from late 99. Russo was already in WCW when this angle got underway, but the head writer had a plan to undercut the Federation by revealing the culprit on Nitro. In an interview with the 83 Weeks podcast, Guy allowed Conrad Thompson to reveal Russo's original plan. Russo wanted Mongo to be the driver because Stone Cold was married to Deborah, Mongo's ex-wife.
Before it was revealed that the person who drove the car, wink wink, that hit Stone Cold and took him out of action for a year was actually going to show up in the same vehicle that hit, same make and model and color, drive it right out onto the set there on the floor of Nitro, and jump out and reveal that it was him who, in fact, had hit Stone Cold Steve Austin with a car. Steve Mongo McMichael. How great is that, Eric? How great is that, Eric?
This sums up Russo's style of writing wrestling. Soap opera, Crash TV with a swerve at the
That would have, oh, bro, boys would have been. You take another segment from another show and put it on yours to garner some ratings. Like, this is who really, bro, that's wild. Oh, yeah, they would have been hell to pay if that actually did happen.
And
I've heard a lot of really bad ideas in my life, and that's not one of them.
now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out our similar video.
Hey, man, this was a very interesting video. We went down memory lane on checking out some of the worst things that WWE has done to try to pop a rating. And best believe there's still some other that situations that I'm sure they hadn't talked about in this video. But hey, man, sometimes just putting on a good wrestling show could actually be the thing to turn, the ratings into a positive direction. But hey, comment down below. Let me know some other wrestling related videos you guys want me to check out. I definitely will. Appreciate all love, support. Road to 150K. Appreciate y'all kicking it with me. See you on the next one. Peace.